Yes, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to start a little simple. The old system, if I understand correctly, works like this. So you've got the Department of National Defence that decides what's needed. You've got the Procurement Canada that handles the contracting. Innovation and Science adds the gadgets and the tech requirements, and the Treasury Board signs off on the money. So there's 4 departments involved in every major defence purchase, correct?
At a minimum, yes.
Okay. And each one of them has their own mandate, approval process, and risk team, correct?
Yes, I think that's
okay. And you agree then that the system just wasn't really working, caused massive delays and cost overruns?
I think there are a number of reasons for cost overruns, but yes.
Okay. So the Prime Minister's solution was to add a 5th organization, the new Defence Investment Agency, to fix that process. Is that correct?
I would say that what's important is the way that this organization takes on some of the roles and responsibilities that had previously been undertaken by the ones that you mentioned.
Okay, so just so we're clear, none of the original 4 departments are being removed or losing their involvement in the process, correct?
I think that remains to be seen. This is early days for this organization. Certainly some of the capacities within those organizations
they're still
may
there.
Step back.
They're still
the organizations are still there, yes.
So we still have National Defence, Procurement, Innovation and Science, and the Treasury Board, plus the new agency who's sitting on top of them doing the big buys, over $100 million, is what I understand.
Yes, again,
okay.
There may be organizations within those departments that will be stood down or have smaller roles going forward, but they would still have a role, yes.
Okay, so and the person that was chosen to lead it, and for what seems to be close to a salary of $1 million, we shall see, if you include the bonuses, Mr. Guzman, comes from banking. So a career in finance, wealth management, capital markets, no background in government procurement, no military experience, from, as far as I could see, not even a cadet. Was he actually, Madam Donnellan, was he actually on your list?
Mr. Chair, as I mentioned earlier, and in the Prime Minister's announcement, Mr. Guzman was chosen, as you referred to, because he has decades of experience in investment and finance, capital allocation, project execution.
I was just asking if he was on your list. I wonder, Mr. Chair, if you might ask. It's a fairly direct question, if you might help me out with.
Should be able to provide an answer?
I'm not in a position to speak to who specifically were on the various lists out of respect
no, I'm just
for
asking specifically about Mr. Guzman, and I'm just wondering, like, did the PM go over your head if he wasn't on your list?
Chair, a point of order.
Yeah.
The witness has answered this question 3 times now.
Okay.
So, she has answered. She's given you an answer.
Let Mr. Gasparo finish his point of order, and then I will.
She's given an answer 3 times on this very exact question, and the member is borderline badgering the witness. So you're going to spend the rest of the time asking the same question.
Okay.
She's giving you the answer.
Okay, Mr. Gasparo, thanks. I have the point of order. I don't think it's badgering. I do believe it's a very straightforward question, and I think Ms. I'm sorry, I can never pronounce your name right.
McClymont. It's not as
sorry,
bad
I
as
apologize.
it looks.
I think
The Y is off-putting.
I think it's a straightforward question. I think we'd appreciate a straightforward answer to this. I don't think it's betraying any confidentiality.
Simple answer would be, obviously, he was a name that was under consideration because he was asked to take on the role. That would be the best that I could answer for you.
But not on the list. So the reform isn't being led by someone who's ever bought a sub or F-35 jet. It's being led by someone who's managed portfolios and investment funds. So how much time do I have left?
Just over a minute and a half.
Okay, so if we look at what appears to be happening here, we have a massive new spending envelope of more than $80 billion over 5 years, centralized control, so one agency managing the big purchases, private sector banker in charge whose expertise is moving capital, not delivering hardware, and language straight out of an industrial strategy, building domestic supply chains, leveraging innovation. It sounds like the government's building an investment portfolio, not a stronger military. So the idea of building a military-industrial complex that's market-driven seems quite un-Canadian. And I'm just wondering, should we be concerned with Mr. Guzman at the helm, that our defense dollars are going to be leveraged for market outcomes rather than military ones?
Mr. Chair, I would reference again the Prime Minister's news release where he was quite clear that he was of the view, and that is the Governor and Council's prerogative to pick the people they feel are best suited for the roles of these high priority Governor and Council positions, that he had the expertise, as you alluded to from the member, capital allocation, projects execution, and large financial projects. I would just go back to some of the comments that my Treasury Board colleagues made. Oftentimes when we're looking for great people to lead these organizations, we look for specific background that we in the government may not have. We look for leadership acumen, and we know that we've got skill sets within the government that can support the member, or support the individual in terms of succeeding. Thank you.
That's our time.